Afternoon. Welcome to In the Know Podcast. Give a shout out to my boy T the Chef in his absence. Young lady
Hi,
Ms.Danni,
T.
who you remember came on the show previously. She is here today in full fashion.
I am. First,
Sweet.
let me thank you and T for having me again.
For sure.
It is an honor, and I appreciate it greatly. I do.
We enjoyed you.
I love what you guys are doing. I'm glad that you trusted me enough to be here. And as far as my outfit,
Come on with the fit.
my outfit is sponsored by a wonderful friend of mine, who took something that I cared about deeply and ruined and repurposed it for me. Shout out to Willie of Willie's Custom Creations and Boutique.
Mm-hmm.
She is so talented. I mean, just unbelievably talented. She has an idea for a custom made hat that she actually made for me.
What's going on, everybody? We're back for another episode of In the Know.
We are in the know.
Your man Jaycutta. You remember our guest Ms.Danni came in. We have her back in absence of my man T the Chef. Having fun, you know what I mean? Enjoying the family. Shout out to my man, his family.
Cheers, T. You are missed. Thank you for trusting me in your seat, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.
For sure. So who's the this big designer I'm hearing about? Who is this?
Well, I have a good friend that is so talented in making clothes I never knew. I've known her for 23, 24 years and never knew this was a skill she had. She repurposed my favorite skirt. I damaged it, was actually getting rid of it, and she was like, no, let me do something with it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what you gonna do? I mean, I got glue and staples and stuff, and I know how to do projects. But she repurposed my dress and she made it multi-use. So it has straps I can put on. I can actually wear it as still a skirt, a shirt. She's amazing. She's amazing, and I really thanked her and want to thank her for, saving a cherished piece of clothing for me.
So who is this lady?
Her name is Willie.
Okay.
She is of Willie's Custom. Wait a minute, let me get it right. Willie's Custom Creations and Boutique.
Okay.
She's amazing. She really is. It's time for her to get the eyes on her she deserves. So, if you'd like to have something made, she makes custom hats. $1 million idea. $1 million idea. And I wish I could share it with your audience, but until it's patented and locked down, it's something that you would have to have a consultation for, get measured, and have it made. Because I would love to show people this hat.
So what's that information one more time?
Her name is Willie, and she is the owner and operator of Willie's Custom Creations and Boutique.
Okay.
And her number is 864-275-3326. If you looking to have something custom made, let's give her a try. Let her come up with something for you. Again, her name is Willie, and she is the owner and operator of Willie's Custom Creations and Boutique. and her number is here, and she's here in Greenville, South Carolina, and her number is 864-275-3326. Willie, I just want you to know I see you, I support you, I believe in you, and it's gonna happen. So I thank you and T for, letting me show a little bit of love.
Oh yeah, I mean we love to support our business, man. Just because small businesses make everything happen.
And especially me, I have a very, very unique personality. And, fast fashions, hey, affordable, beautiful, but everybody has it.
Right.
So, to have something that is personalized and mine, ain't nothing wrong with that. To show show yourself through your fashion and the things you like.
Right.
So, and plus I couldn't sew a button. I can't sew a button.
That's terrible.
Hot glue. Hot glue fix everything. Break your leg, hot glue. Tie go flat, hot glue.
You know what?
Need your wig? Maybe not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hospital.
There you go.
They both start with an H. That's terrible.
Okay.
That's
That's
so,
as far as my talents go.
But we thank her shouting out the boutique and any other small businesses, man. You guys inbox us, leave a message, whatnot, or leave a comment, however. But just get in touch, man, because networking is where it's at.
It is.
Because as things get crazier and crazier as they are, you're gonna need to know what's real, what you can rely on, and what you can't. Because a lot of things out here have a good image.
Yeah.
There's a nice face on it.
Yeah.
But it's not built out of anything. It has no substance.
Right.
So,
right.
Shout out to the hardworking folks in these small businesses that are still pushing their things and making their way. Speaking of that,
listening.
My beard oil and hydrant has come in from Asia's Essentials. Young lady that's a herpetologist, and she's put together an all natural beard hydrant and beard oil. It is now available at Exquisite Cuts. Holla at your man, get your beard straight. We're also working on something for the thinning of the hair. So, just know, fellas, I'm trying to get you right. Trying to get you on point out here in this world.
Excuse me.
And we have a ladies product that will be shortly coming out as well.
Okay, yeah, because
some
of us
we're going to be
ladies need to
dealing
make
with
sure our mustaches are nice and
so
shiny. And hey, if you're gonna have it, take care of it. Hey, that's just how I feel about it.
Toast to the one with mustaches. So, this is today's first segment is like something that we kind of just wanted to talk about. Okay, who's frustrated with driving? All right. So all of the different driving styles that are here, all the different people that are here, I get it. But the rules of the road never changed. You're still supposed to drive on your side of the road. You're still supposed to be in the right lane. If you're slow, left lane, you're faster. You still, you just gotta drive. Okay, this is the thing. Common sense in driving. I have one thing, and this is all I have. If they would include parking on the driver's test, half people wouldn't even have license. That's where I'm at. What you got on?
I think that there are a couple of things. Okay. there are a few things that I don't. One, I think people know, and I think they do it just to irritate me.
Oh wow! So it's personal.
It is.
Okay.
It is. The slowest person on the road, I will find them, and I think they do it on purpose, and I take that personally. Cause see, I'm not a Sunday driver.
Right.
See,
right.
I'm not out seeing what new trees have grown and how tall the grass is. I got somewhere to go.
Right.
And having been a professional driver for many, many years, there's a destination to get to, and it's you on a time scale.
So that's your domain.
There you go.
Road.
You know, okay. I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I don't know what when you teach your kids to drive, I don't know if this is something that's like just innate. When making a right hand turn into a parking lot, onto a street, you realize you're not supposed to stop to make a right hand turn. Right? Because it's right. It's right there. It's in the name. Right there.
Right.
They turn. And it's like, ooh, I'm not sure which direction the car is going in. So I'm just going to slow down just to make sure I'm going the way I want to go.
Wow.
Literally, you do the wheel like this, that's the direction they go in.
Right.
So why are you making a right-hand turn into your favorite eatery, but you decide, ooh, can't take this too fast. Let me slow down. So your tail end
still in the road
is in my way.
Yeah.
That, and it's universal. It's just not one particular group that does it.
Right.
Get behind somebody about to make a right hand turn. It is a common occurrence.
And it could be because you're sitting on the left hand side of the car driving, so they may not be as confident in that right hand turn because that's the side of the car you can't see.
But I'm almost sure that you've done it before.
Oh, of course. I was really trying to stick up for him.
No, that's that.
No saving.
You should get a ticket.
To get a ticket.
I think you should get if you can get a ticket for going too slow.
Right.
You should get a ticket for not turning fast enough.
Okay, so right there. Quick question then. Same right turn. Why wait until you're turning to put your turn signal on?
Them little blinky things.
Just a quick question. You know, it's like I don't put my turn signal on as I'm approaching the turn, like I did on my driver's license test to even get the license. So now that you have them, you don't do nothing you're supposed to do. They wait until they're turning to put on the turn signal. I hate that. And it's the same way when you're on, like, let's say you're on a 6-lane road, like around here, it'd be White Horse Road. And there's a turning lane.
Turning.
Okay.
Turning.
Now, they need to get into the turning lane, but you don't know this, of course, you're behind them.
Right.
So they don't signal to get over in the turning lane. They get over in the turning lane first and then signal to turn. That's slow. That's mentally slow. That's all it is. There's no other. See, that's what's wrong with them. We dressed it up too much. We've been too nice about it. That is slow. There are a lot of things that go on behind these wheels that are slow. You people who can't stay off your phone, stay at home. Sick of y'all. Honestly, because it's ridiculous. Because, like, okay, this thing to get me. They swerve over and the first thing they do is look at you. Like you moved. I'm like, you know what? The hell going on? Really? Is this what we doing today?
I don't think people know.
But it is so aggravating.
I don't think people know what that's actually called. Because there's a word for it. Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Merge.
Merge.
What? Say what?
Right.
What is that thing of you speak?
Right.
Merge? Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Drive into safety.
Because when I turn on my blinky thing,
right,
that means I have the right of way. That just means I get to come in. I don't have to consider you.
Nah.
That has already established the lane. I am here.
Right.
And no, that just means, look, I showed you courtesy
Right.
by blinking. And that means I automatically just get to do what I want.
Mm.
So yeah, it's but I think a lot of people get their license by mail in.
I can see that.
I think literally
I can see that.
the it's almost like when you were in elementary school, middle school. Do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So it comes in the mail. It says, "Would you like to drive? Yes or no?"
Right.
So you just check yes, and then they send you this thing.
I could see that. It's because it's entirely too much common sense stuff that's not done as people drive. Way too much. So, y'all, if y'all gonna be teaching your kids or your nephews, nieces, whoever to drive, first lesson is to teach them to drive with common sense and be defensive drivers. Make sure you're looking out for other people, because you know how to get your car from A to B, but you got to worry about everyone else who is not concerned about you getting your car to A to B.
Wait a minute, Jaycutta.
Most certainly.
There's other people on the road?
See, that's
It's not just me?
not just you.
Why though?
Everyone has somewhere to go, and we have to share the roads.
Do we?
Yeah.
I guess that's why I ain't in jail yet.
Yeah, that probably will explain it.
And I've never been a good sharer. So
Today's word is share. Our quote of the day is share the road. Be kind to each other. All right. So, moving on, we want to ask a question today. Do you have people in your life who have positions that they don't deserve? And what I mean by don't deserve, I just mean they haven't earned it. And a lot of that's our fault, because we give away titles and we give away positions to people who are in our circle and in our lives who haven't earned anything. We almost give them out in anticipation of what they can be to us.
Right.
But really what I kind of want to touch on is when a person shows you who they are, don't argue with them. And don't set yourself up to have them be something that they're not.
Right.
So it's like people always say, I know such doing this, doing that. Well, I need to cut them off, but that's my friend. So, quick question: if that is what you consider a friend, you must first check your own mindset, because that means something wrong with you and how you think.
Facts.
Because if you just put it in plain sight, honestly, we allow things that we complain about.
Yeah. That's true.
The things people do to you, you allow. And we have this thing now that's so big about no one wants to hurt anyone's feelings. Sorry to hear that. So, just don't do it to me then, because you're going to hear it. Because for the simple fact, I don't carry your emotions around. I never have, never will. I really don't carry mine around. Hardly ever have. Really not going to do it now. So,
but, let me add to that. People that have a high status in your life, that have shown they truly care about your well-being, those are some of the hardest truths I've had to hear. Somebody that loves you will tell you the truth. Now, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right, that too.
So, I'd rather you hurt my feelings with the truth than buttering me up and, oh girl, you wasn't wrong. No. That's not. People that love you tell you the truth because they want you to be better. They want you to do better, especially those that are older than us that already know where that can lead. So it's a mother being a mother, I've had to tell my kids some things, and I'm sure it probably hurt their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, they were like, you know what, Mama was right. You know,
Right.
so that's the thing. Having people that have priority in your life, they still deserve it. Now they have to earn it. Because
Mhm.
just because you're a mother or a father or a granddaddy or a grandma, still the title is just that, a title.
Right.
Have you earned that place in that person's life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still,
Mhm.
every day, I still have to earn that place. You know, it's the only place where it would be nice, where you ain't gotta do nothing for it, but you still get a lot from it, is a job.
Mhm.
Let me come in,
Never gonna happen.
let me come in and not do nothing at all, and still pay me, cause I'm here. But
That-
even
that
on
would
the
be
job,
That would be a supervisor, or vice president, or
mm,
CEO or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who get all the glory who don't do any work. I mean, because it happens on just about every corporate ran job.
right? But even in that,
That's the structure.
even in that position you in, you still have to keep it. You gotta show up on time. You gotta be reliable.
Most of the time, yeah.
You gotta
Unless
get
you know
along,
someone,
get
yeah.
along.
Most of the time, yeah.
So
I feel
you know,
it, yeah, yeah.
it should be the same in the people in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like, as I got older, the friends I had, I
Mhm.
learned to start category. Okay, this is the party friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't gonna see her nowhere but in the club. If I'm having a nice small event at my home, she's not the one I'm gonna invite.
Right.
She's the hood friend. Then you have the friend that's a little more established, a little more mature, and you know you can talk real life about. But I'm not gonna invite her out to the club, cause that's not her position. That's not the space she feels
Mm-hmm.
in my life. And then, you know, you got the person that you can gossip with, but you would never tell them anything because you gossip with them. You know what I'm saying?
So how are they even useful?
Everybody feels something in your life. You just gotta know where they fit. Now,
So the gossip fits in where?
gossip
what I'm
fits
trying to
in.
grab a hold
The
to.
gossip
Like, I
fits in
understand.
when my husband, boyfriend, significant others getting on my nerves, and I heard that his sister, cousin, baby daddy, uncle was out at the mall and had some girl with him. So, you know, we gonna try to find out who the girl is and find out why, you know, they even not, cause he was with his wife yesterday. But
I get you now.
I wouldn't go to her with a deep, serious problem.
So it's more entertaining. than
Right,
anything.
right. And then you do the ones that you keep, hopefully in your life for a lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
are the ones who are total. You can go to them with serious problems. You can lay back and kick it and laugh and gossip and know it's not gonna go any further.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why, like, my circle is so small. What I would tell my mom or talk to my mom about, I wouldn't talk to my kids about.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to talk about some hood stuff, I can talk to my kids. But my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
I can, she's married, children, home. She's the one I can go to and say, girl, got this situation at work. And, you know, actually have some real deep.
So you have a wholesome person in your circle as well.
I do. I do.
Okay. So a variety of people is necessary. And and it's good that you say that because a lot of people have the same kind of people in their circle and wonder why you can't get anything productive out of your circle.
Right.
Yeah. So, you can't be the sharpest person in your circle. You can't be the most successful person in your circle. And what I mean by circle, that doesn't mean that you have to hang out with a person all the time.
Right.
But that just means you have an open line of communication that goes both ways. It's just like I got millionaires I could call, but we don't hang out. You know what I'm saying? If we probably push the issue, yeah, we probably would hang out.
Right.
But we don't because we all have individual lives.
Right.
But it's like I know them enough to, if I pick up the phone and say, hey, have a business idea, or either, hey, let's talk about this, talk about that, or hey, did you know this, that, and that? We could do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I get what you're saying because I have, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, my circle's so small, it's probably a dot, but I don't go anywhere. I'm really not I'm all partied out. If we could say that out loud. I go to work.
You're gonna have to give it up because you do grow up.
And go home. I go to work. I go home. If I go somewhere, it ain't much.
But also,
and it's not, and it won't be out late.
Also, let me maybe try to offer some insight. Now, we've just reconnected within the past year. But also think about it. In your craft, in your career, you're basically a therapist.
That is true.
There's not much, I'm sure.
That is true.
There's not much in the shop that you don't hear.
Right.
And even though you might not carry it with you, that's still something you've taken on. Because 9 times out of 10, you go to the barbershop, you're going to get fresh, but at the same time, it's like, dude, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So I understand your closed offness. You can only fill a cup so much before it overflows.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it that way, but that's smooth though.
And you gotta think, when you're good at what you do, you are excellent at what you do.
Thank you.
So that means more people, which means more conversations.
Yeah.
Which means more advice you're giving.
That's true.
Which means more you're carrying.
That's true.
Now, if you only had 1-2 clients a day, you probably look to be social and everything after that. You in your profession, you're relied on for more than just a haircut.
Definitely. I hadn't thought about that though. Not in that capacity. I hadn't thought about that. But that's real though, because I know so much about people, and this is what's so weird about it. I could be talking to a person for 30 to 45 minutes about an issue in their home, in their life, whether it's their girl, their wife, their mama, whoever. Yeah,
No,
stupid. Hey,
I'm sorry.
Anything that's going on in life, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anything basic that's going on. The thing about it is, I never carry it with me because I don't seek to remember it.
But it's still.
You know what I'm saying?
If you constantly, number one, you constantly on your feet. Number two, you are your trusted space.
Yeah.
And you might not bring it with you, but constantly hearing, yeah, man, yeah, and eventually it's like, you know what? The last thing I want to be around is people.
True.
The last
That's
thing,
true.
and it's not because you're like, there's this one person and You know, I've been talking to him for a while, and you know, he just ain't seeing or she just ain't seeing. You know, I'm not saying you bring it home, but the last thing you want to do is hear people talk or be around people. You need your closed, quiet space.
That's true.
Edit.
Part 2. In the know.
In the know, and we are knowing nothing.
Oh man.
No, we know plenty. Just don't know what other people are doing or why.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
back to the point you were making.
But
Jay.
yeah, just that was one of the things that I tried to do. How do you say? When we got ministers training a long time ago, we were taught to hear people's problems, but not take them with you.
Right.
That was one of the few things I kept from those classes.
Mm-hmm.
Was to not. I guess the best way to say it is just not indulge in people's business. Because when you get into it and you start getting to the place to where you enjoy hearing the drama, you enjoy seeing people, you know, out of whack. When you get to that place right there, so you've lost whatever it was you were trying to do to cause change. You've now lost it because you've become the riffraff. Cause he like drama's easy. Cause I equate the word drama to no compromise. So it's easy to be a selfish person and cause drama. Easy. But it's harder to cause unity. I was talking to a brother today, and I said, do you know why a lot of people cannot have certain conversations, different things, and really get on a level with each other? Because one will be heavier than the other. Now, we've always heard this phrase, iron sharpens iron.
True.
We've heard that phrase several times. Now, you could say, almost say hundreds or thousands of times. Iron sharpens iron. But what happens when one of you are made of aluminum? And your friend that is made of iron has a subject and a conversation to bring up to you, what do? You see what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes you can test what a person's made of by conversation. A lot of times you don't have to have a situation. You can simply have a convo and figure out pretty much whatever it is you want to know about a person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I see any type of heavy subject rattles you, bothers you, discomforts you, you run from it, you go to another topic. When I see that, you basically gave me the depths of you mentally.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm gonna fix it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix it up. I'm not gonna leave it right there.
All right.
I'm saying because I know people have been through things, and they, you know, that causes them to react a different way too. But what I'm saying is, for the people who you conversate with on a regular, let's say that, let's say that much, on a regular, you can show the shallowness of your intelligence by what you're able to deal with.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
it almost goes back to the conversation we had before. If it's not something somebody's learned to deal with, ever experienced, how can you have an intelligent conversation about it? For example, I might be able to name temp fade, you know, line up. Ask me to do it? Ooh, we got a problem.
Right.
Now, in my field of computer repair, I come in contact with IT people all day. They are on the software side,
Okay.
right? they will stand over my shoulder because they've never seen the inside of a computer.
Mm.
They've never seen a laptop cracked open and I'm removing. Well, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's not something they can relate to. Doesn't make them stupid, slow.
No.
It's just not something they're familiar with.
Right.
So, and if you weren't ever exposed to deeper conversations or deeper situations, or you just not good at communicating, you know what I'm saying? Some people run because it's like, for example, I'm the type of person, I'm good with them. I'm a master when it comes to words.
Mm-hmm.
I am. My mom used little. We talking 3rd, 4th grade. If I used the word and I didn't know what it meant, or I used it incorrectly, go grab that dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna learn what the word is, how to use it, and my mom always told me, you never use a word that you can't spell.
Right.
So, but there are a lot of people that weren't exposed to that. So, some people think I lack empathy because somebody could, you know, lose someone, and I really don't know how to. It makes me uncomfortable because I don't. Sorry, you know, I want to say something deeper than I'm sorry for your loss, but I really don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And by no means am I not intelligent. It's just something that I don't navigate well. So.
Well, to elaborate on what I was saying, the areas and the consistency of the conversation that I'm talking about, this is stuff where you know the people. It's not a random thing. It's
Gotcha.
This is what these basically are conversations you asked for.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? You dove in, but you realize you don't float like you thought. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to use your stroke every time in order to get out. I gotta get to the top. I gotta get to the top.
But
this
you
is
also seem you also seem like the person that's like, okay, cut the fluff, get straight to the point. And some people got to dance around to get to the point.
I learned. You know why I don't. You know why I don't dance around things, and I'm extremely blunt in a lot of areas, in a lot of situations. It's because I learned the more room I give you for foolishness, the more you gonna give me. So this is what we'll do. Not have any room for foolishness at all. We're gonna deal with what we came to deal with, and we're gonna go from there. Because I don't ever want you to think you can come to me with a half truth and get a real answer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we Negroes maneuver. We slick even with each other. You know, especially if it's something that we kind of like want to talk about, but scared to talk about. You know what I'm saying? When you get to those subjects, cats love to dance. But I just let them know, I don't have a skirt on. I'm not gonna dance with you. We're gonna talk. We're gonna deal. Because for the simple fact, that's why we're even talking. So you didn't even come to me to dance. You're trying to get me to dance so that I can talk quiet.
Well, sometimes.
But I have to talk directly to you because I need to speak to your soul.
People want the truth till they hear the truth.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, I mean, I'm not dating or anything, but I have heard constantly, I want somebody that's gonna be truthful with me. But do you really?
Most people don't.
Do you really? Do you really want to know?
I take that back.
That
they have a different definition of
that
truth.
Grow out your nose and curve a little bit to the left. Do you really want to know how much that bothered me?
That's why I said it's what a person considers the truth, because in a lot of people's eyes there are different levels to truth. There are different
if somebody loves you, if somebody cares about you, if somebody is willing to be, truth does not mean being mean. or undercut. You know,
Right. Truth is realistic.
Truth is realistic. If I come to you and say, man, Jay, my man acting a fool. He just doing this and he just doing that. And you're like, wait a minute. I remember you said last week you ain't come home till 3 o'clock in the morning. Wait, nah, that ain't what we talking about.
Right.
He tripping. He tripping. He think I'm out here doing something. But wait a minute. You said that you came home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
This ain't about me.
Right.
He tripping.
Right.
So I mean, it's I don't know. People baffle me. People, I don't even work in the public anymore, and I get my feel of people real quick. That's why I could never do what you do. To constantly have to just you truly have to love what you do to do what you do.
That's true. That's true.
Cause me,
That's true.
if I ain't got at least 3 hours in between customers, I'm gonna be broke. Number one, I'm gonna be real broke.
Yeah, that's
Cause I have to decompress just from the person that got out. You know what? I only take appointments 4 times a day. So I mean, it's
yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I don't let stuff stick to me. That's how I do it back to back.
You don't let it stick to you, but you still. Last thing you want to do, I bet, is leave the shop and go to the bar up the street and interact with people.
Yeah, I really could care less about going out.
But that's because even though you're not bringing it, it's still been in your space.
Well, my other thing is this too. I know when I finish at the shop, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 people to deal with every day. So what I may have left over from the shop, that little bit of energy I may have left over, I know I'm gonna have to come home and spread it. So the outside doesn't even come into the equation unless the in-house factor is not there. And then at that time, I still don't go out because that ain't nothing but rest. So it's like, but I did that on purpose. And what people really don't understand is this. Anyone can go out. Anyone can go, and I'm really talking to my people who are in serious relationships or married, different things of that nature. Everybody can go out. Anybody. But understand what you're doing if that's always your plan. Understand what you're doing if you make that a priority. Understand what you're doing if you make something other than your family a priority. You know what I'm saying? We have to see that's really what all of the situations I hear, I can wrap it up. 97% of it is accountability. When that one word is used and dealt with, most of the problems disappear because I call them pointer problems. Because I will point hers out. I will point at this person. I will point at that person. So I'm showing what's wrong, but I leave out the common denominator.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because like every situation that I'm complaining about, I'm actually in. So
a part of.
Right, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my family. I'm there. So, it's something I could be complaining about, or I could work on a way to fix it. I can basically come up with something to help that person move to the direction they need to. And that's where growth takes place. And that's what helps you say. Now, going back to the circle thing we were talking about, that's why I was saying the iron sharpening iron, because that is the people who have realized their accountability.
Right.
That's the people who have realized, guess what? Boy, I got to get myself together. That's the people who have realized that day in and day out, I got to try.
But
Yeah,
they
you know what I'm saying?
But they also
That growth.
hold you accountable too.
Mm-hmm.
That's I cannot let somebody that I'm close to, that I consider myself close to,
Mm-hmm.
or that I truly love, care about. I can't pussyfoot around cause me, it took me years to be able to be in direct contact with myself.
Mm-hmm.
It took a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, and I pat myself on the back, and even, yes, I have a therapist, and if you think you need one, get one. No, seriously,
There's nothing wrong with it.
There are times. There was a recent situation where I felt some type of way, but I wasn't sure if I should feel some type of way, but I was feeling some type of way. So I literally sat, talked to my therapist. Look, I feel like this, but looking from the other person's perspective, I don't like that I feel this way, but I'm not sure if I should feel this way. So being able to say, wait a minute. Now, is this on me? Or is this truly a conversation I need to have with another person? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Being self-reflective
Mm-hmm.
it's a special skill, but you also have to be willing. There are things that I accept about myself that are just me.
Mm-hmm.
I have just accepted that there are some things that are just me. But those things that I can look at myself and say, you know what? No, you didn't handle that the best way, the way you're thinking about that. And a lot of people miss that. You know,
Right.
And it is accountability. I hold myself accountable for the things I allow in my life,
Mm-hmm.
situations I allow in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and even things that I do in my own life that, you might need to take a step back and say, wait a minute, what could the long-term effect be of this decision?
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, my oldest daughter made me realize that at her young, tender age of 30 years old, she has a self-awareness that I wish I would have had in my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And we were having a good conversation. And I literally had to I saw her as like not my child anymore. I saw her as like a real grown woman. And I was like, wow. I saw a side of her that it's like, I wish I was that smart at 30.
Right.
So it is about how much somebody is going to reveal about themselves unknowingly.
Mm-hmm.
It's those unknown things that you like, you know what? I don't even see you the same way. It could be the sign that, well, this has come to its close. It was great knowing you, but there's no need for us to ever talk again. And then there are those things that's like, make you just like, are you really that slow? When you look at them like, for real? Is that for real? But I'm going to tell you something too. I'm going to give you some credit, because I'm going to say this. You are a very trustworthy person. You are very trustworthy, because I'm sure you could probably write a book or start a whole series.
Ooh-wee. Yes.
I can tell you the conversations we've had, not once have you said such and such said this, such and such. Now you've brought up topics, but not pertaining to one specific person.
Right.
So trustworthiness. Cause see, I can't be in an industry like y'all, like yours. Cause I'm type to be like, Jay, ooh, boy, let me tell you. Let me the drama you talk about, but I'm sorry, I don't like to be involved in drama, but I sure will watch it. Sure, that's why I love TikTok. That's why I be on the TikTok, cause I be like, oh, wow.
And I guess okay, so I'm the exact opposite. Any reality type shows or anything drama based, not even have. I don't know. I don't have like a tolerance for watching it and dealing with it, listening to it. Cause I look at things like this. Man, I done had enough drama in my life. So the only drama I can possibly have is what my family may have. Outside of that, it's too draining to me.
See,
You know what I'm saying? It's way too draining outside of that.
To me, it's like if you lack the capacity or the think, if you want to put it out there, oh, I'm most definitely.
See, I'm not. I can't do that.
I mean, when I see, cause there are a couple of people I watch, and they do like the Reddit, where somebody says this is what happened and yada yada yada, and everybody giving their opinion. And my thing is like, I'm so glad that that's not a part of my life. That's not something I would be willing to be involved in. Don't bring it to me. But if you're gonna put it out there, now I don't like the reality shows and all that. That's like scripted. I'm not for that. But real life drama, for example, the Who I Married girl. I don't know who I married girl. That blew up when she was telling the story about she didn't know who she married, and that I was like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm so glad you brought it to the internet so I could watch it.
Yeah, see, I don't see.
Yeah,
I don't even have that.
If you gonna put it out there, I've gone through plenty. God, I've gone through plenty. Ain't nobody ever gonna know about it, cause I would not put it out there. But for those who do, there are people like me who come home from work, nice quiet house, and it's like, let's see what kind of drama people got going on there. Girl, your husband left you for your 80-year-old auntie? Oh, that's rough, but I'm so glad that you're here talking about it.
Yes.
Hey, believe it or not,
there's something for everyone on the internet.
Together.
There's something on the internet for everyone.
It is. It is.
You literally can.
Please keep exposing yourself so I can watch and laugh at you.
You can do anything online, and someone somewhere. I don't care if you're online counting lines on a zebra. Somewhere, someone is excited about you counting those lines on that zebra.
And I like being able to do it from a distance.
That's the thing about online. But I'm more of an interactor. I like to be face to face.
Keep people as far
Talk.
away from me as
You know what I'm saying?
possible.
I like to do that because for the simple fact, it's harder to bob and weave when you're in each other's face. It's very hard to bob and weave. You know what I'm saying? When a person is right in your grill talking to you, and you're dealing with a real subject, man, your emotions start to come through your face, your skin, your pores. I'm talking about like, we've been talking to folks and their nose starts sweating and all kind of stuff because it's that intense. Because you're looking like, okay, I really want to go in a circle right here, but I can't Cause this cat right here is in my grill on my business. You see what I'm saying? Like there is nowhere to go. That's why I do that too. Cause there's nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like the cool part about what I do is that I can be an understanding person to a person who has never been understood before. That's the good part about my job and career that I really personally like, because there are a lot of guys that don't get rewarded. I'm talking about guys who have, maybe they may have custody of kids, or you know, going through this, that, and the other, this struggle, that struggle, but no one is there to see the good things they're doing. So whenever I see them come in and I see them, you know, addressing their kids, dealing with them, talking to them, and we may all be in a forum together, just really just speaking on it. And the fact that you are pointing it towards your kids to let your kids know, hey, these are the kind of people you need to be around. People that have something to say, you know what I'm saying, that have something wholesome to say about what's going on in this world. The thing about it was, I believe in rewarding when I see it. You see what I'm saying? I don't go overboard. I don't do out crazy stuff, but I do let a person know, hey, bro, I see you, man. Don't nobody else see you, man. Keep doing what you do.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
a
Now, that's one thing.
That's a beautiful
You know,
thing. Okay.
Cause T do that a lot. You know
Let me.
that. What's up? What you got? Throw something out there.
Now, I'm not a people person.
Okay.
I over my years, I've learned how to deal with people. I'm the type of person, people walk up to me telling me their entire life story. And then they say, you are so easy to talk to. Well, number one, I can't physically run off like I'd like to, because my brain be like, danger, Will Robinson, danger. And I'm literally cornered because, you know, my second job, I work in a home improvement store, so I come in contact with people. But I'm the type of person where, yes, let's pick your product, let's pick a color for your product, let me make that. Do you know how to use it? Do you know how to store it? But then it's like, you know, my wife, Deborah, she lost her pinky toe, then she lost the pinky, and you know, we ain't been the same since, and I'm hoping that this, and I'm like, okay, I hope it comes back. I hope. No, and see, that's why I'm the type of person, I don't know what to say, but they got me cornered.
They really don't want you to say anything. All it is that you're the safest place they found to release something.
But I'm not.
Because people go by energy. As much as people want to say that, when your energy level's like this, folks will talk to you all day.
But see, I'm tell you,
they'll talk to you all day.
Said my energy, they won't supply me none. See, I ain't got none. I ain't got none to give out. But people were cornering me. Went to the I was about to say it. Went to the Waffle House. Just to have a nice breakfast to myself.
Shout out Waffle House, Poinsett, Cherrydale. You understand me? Get it in. We out here.
Yeah.
My people.
You know there's a nickname. You know
so
there's a nickname for Waffle House, but we're not gonna do that here.
Go ahead. What you got? That's the late night.
I'm having a nice breakfast. Right? Sitting there, just me. Because 9 times out of 10, when you see me, it's literally just me.
Yeah.
Why did one of the servers, hey, how you doing, turn into how she got custody of one of the other servers' kids? And how she was struggling, and what turned into a beautiful breakfast turned into a 3-hour therapy session. And I don't know if it's the glasses, because the glasses is new. I don't know if it's the glasses.
It's not the
Or,
No, it's not a glass.
but literally, she told, and I was like,
You just one of those people.
what if the other server didn't want me to know none of this? Now when I come in, I'm gonna be looking at her different.
I mean, they don't care.
Should I leave you a tip? Cause you ain't even got your kids.
They don't even care that you know.
But the thing is,
You a safe place. I don't know how it is, but you are.
why?
I mean, that's something you got.
And it's like this: trust to me, trust is a big thing
Mm-hmm.
to me. To betray somebody's trust is like a stab in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Trust is a big thing to
Right.
me.
Right.
And I wouldn't betray somebody's trust, even people I obviously don't know at all, not in the least. But I don't give off. Oh, please tell me your entire history. I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. I went on the assignment.
You say you like to hear it. Go ahead.
It was in Columbus, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. This home was so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the couple were elderly. I think he was mid-80s. His wife was probably early 80s, and she was a little she was a little more advanced in age. She walked with a cane and all this. She's in one part of the house. He had helped her over to the other side of the house, and of course he's sitting watching me work on this computer. And this man proceeds to tell me how when he was in the war, all the women he had, and somehow it led to him talking about how he got into technology and running wires through some foreign country. And my thought was, your wife
Has been walked away to safety.
is over. She over there.
But you gave it off.
And I mean,
Hey.
we're talking, he talking like 1949. And I'm like,
He sound like the skunk that was chasing the cat, Pepe Le Pew.
but didn't need to know.
The cat was running though. You know what
I didn't. If you had questions about me fixing your computer, I'm all for it.
Pepe.
But yeah, he was talking about all the beautiful women when he was in the war and he was a young soldier, and I'm like, number one, ill. Number two, why?
You a safe place, I'm telling you. And then too, I'm gonna tell you something about this. Men feel like we got it till we go to sleep. Men feel like we still have the mojo till we die. Period. That's part of what it is.
He didn't have Mo nor Joe.
Hey, but in his mind,
But he was, and it
he
was
was
like,
player status in his mind. He like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and slide, you understand me, old girl in this room, you feel me, and I'll be right back. This is what he would have said if he was in true player mode. He would have been like, hold on for a second, sweetheart. Hold on a second. Take her on in this other room over here, get her settled, you feel me? And I'll be back. So he went and took her, you know what I mean, got her settled, came back. Now, go ahead, what you saying? I mean, but you know, I did a little something in these computers. I mean, he automatically went into Mac mode because men feel like they still have it till we die. Gotta understand, no matter how old the cat is. That's why I say, I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny. Drano was talking about, you know, she does, you know, deals with Medicare, Medicaid, different things of that nature. Okay, so shout out to my baby. But this thing, the funny part about it, she always talking about how the old men are. I know, because I used to hang with them. Feel me? I was raised by my grandfather and his brothers. So I was always around old people. I knew all the foolery, tomfoolery, the garbage they did, all the fuckery that they always kept going. I knew about this stuff.
So that
You
don't
see what
stop.
I'm saying? It doesn't stop until it means nothing to the person.
Well, he wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't trying to mac on me, but I didn't need to know
it wasn't for
about
you.
all the other women.
That was his moment. That wasn't your
That was
moment.
his moment.
It had nothing to do with you. You could have been a random woman. That was his moment. He's like, you know what? She's safe enough
I was
for me to
trapped.
say this. Because you give off a safe vibe, so he can let that go at that moment. See, all that was his audition moment to see if he still had the plan in him. That's all he was doing. Yeah, you know, I used to, you see what I'm saying? Anytime a person does that to you, if they come up and say, you know, I used to, and that's their finest hour, you know what they're up to. They're trying to shine. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is an old school thing. God, I used to see that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, all them jokers, man. Uncle Willie, Slick Willie looking like, you know what I'm saying, Ronald Isley in that piece, you understand me?
Really?
My grandfather, oh yeah, he had them white ocean
Yeah,
waves.
but
But anyway,
I don't understand.
they used to do that.
I am the most
That's a male thing.
standoffish, stand in the corner type person, and people will seek me out to tell me stuff I don't think anybody needs to know.
It's because you try to be in the corner. But see, you ever thought that you're not a corner person?
I'm not.
But you try to be in the corner. You try to
No,
push
I'm
away.
in the corner.
You try to push
I'm
away
in-
from people,
I'm in
but
the
you're really a
corner.
people person.
No, I'm not.
There's nothing you can do
honestly,
about it. You attract people.
Because eventually, I'm going to tell you the way it always goes.
All right, go.
I'll start off having fun in the crowd.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Doing what everybody else doing, having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, as my people meter starts to slowly drain,
Mm-hmm.
I start to fade off in the background. You know, just hopefully I drove myself so I could, you know, just, hey, I'll catch y'all next time. My.
But you'll listen to one person. If it's not a crowd,
It's because I feel
you'll listen to one.
trapped.
See, and look, and that's the thing.
I literally feel like,
That's a safe place for a person that's approaching you to talk. That means you ain't gonna never walk off. Guess what? That's a great person
what
to
am
talk
I
to.
supposed to be? Like a caged tiger just scratch your face
You
off?
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you don't. Okay, like for me, folk really don't approach me like that. Not with no random. If we get to talking about something, they'll go into it then.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't just walk up on me and just talk. They don't do that. It's like there has to be a connection
No, that
with
doesn't.
me, but that's you.
Yeah, no.
You're a safe place. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like connections. I mean, I like some connections,
You're safe.
but not.
You're a safe person, man. People feel safe with you. That's the only reason why a person will talk to you. I mean, because it's got to be comfort. Because they done seen other people that day. So it's like, it's got to be comfort. It's got to be a comfort thing. And sometimes people are waiting. Honestly, a lot of people don't have anyone to talk to. And they don't care who you are. They don't care what relationship you are.
Well,
They don't care what you look like.
Some things.
You could be green.
If you got away with it, there's some things that shouldn't be repeated. I mean, honestly, if the ABC people ain't looking for you, then you know what? I would leave it where it is. That's me.
Yeah.
There's some things that if the ABC people came knocked on my door, are you Danny? Yes. Yes, me. Yep. It was me. I wonder when it was gonna catch up with me. But I promise you ain't tell nobody. You gonna have to prove it. You got it on tape. Is it it on tape?
Wow.
Then I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wow.
I don't even know what you're talking about. My name just became Danny yesterday. I decided I identified as Danny.
Wow.
But no, people literally just, and there's just some things I feel like you should keep to yourself.
That's the problem.
Because if I
They
don't
kept it to themselves the whole time, and they blowing up. They about to explode.
well, I'm gonna start a paper.
And they were waiting on a safe spot to drop it.
I'm gonna
and
start a
they dropped
paper.
it.
People gonna stop telling me stuff.
For real, that's what they do.
Danny's spot is coming. So
a lot of
don't
people
y'all
are
tell
waiting.
me nothing.
A lot of people are waiting on a comfortable place to speak.
That's where therapists come in.
Well, ain't nobody going. Ain't nobody about to go pay nobody. Ain't nobody going. You know that. You know they're not going. It's
a lot more popular now than it has been in the past.
But now with older people, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Those generations before, like my parents, you cancel that. Because number one, the men think it's weakness, and the wives and the women don't want to tell that much of their business. So, because they know that, well, them folk, they were rough. They was into it. You dig what I'm saying? They was doing some things. So, that's why our family, so shout out to the Adams family, Sherman family, love y'all. And you know, our family is so large, you know, that's the point, that's the reason. Because it was so much stuff not talked about, not spoken on. You know what I'm saying? It's like now, these jokers can't handle life without talking about it. So yeah, it's a lot more people seeing like therapists now, because life is hectic by itself. You put something else on top of that, and you probably gonna blow up.
But learning it,
you know
as far as I know, it's never hurt anybody to learn something new.
Right.
So, you know, I'm sorry. I'd rather pay for it. Pause. I'd rather pay somebody to listen to me than talk to somebody who knows me, because you might get that look like, I never knew this about you. I'd rather.
I get it.
And me personally,
I get it.
I'd rather have an unadulterated opinion of somebody who's just neutral, right? Just neutral.
Right.
Than talking to somebody I know, because I don't like to have to filter what I say or an issue.
With a real friend, though, you wouldn't have to do that. If that's a real friend, because you don't have but probably one that you can talk to like that on a real friend level. You ain't got a bunch of them floating around. No.
What if
you don't
my
trust somebody
thing
like
is,
that? You know what I'm saying?
I need somebody who can look at different avenues of my life.
Okay.
And give me, you know, be able to navigate, helping me think a new way or analyze it, or, you know, even call out, you know, some self responsibility.
So you get the person to proofread you.
Right. Now, a friend, yeah, I might be able to say everything, but what is the feedback I'm gonna get? What if this is not something that they're equipped to give?
Well, a real friend will tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
But see, that doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? I get it, but it's just, you know, you'll never know until you ask them. You know what I'm saying?
There's some things that lie deep in. Pause. There's some things that are there that's like, I wouldn't even take a chance of wanting somebody to think or see.
You talking about something
different.
Definitely confidential.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So you know, I to me that's my safe space, because I can say what it is, whatever I need to say, unfiltered, and I'm gonna get feedback, but it's not like, girl, now you know, because that's not gonna be helpful to me in my life on this journey, on this thing called life. So no, I feel people should have a safe space. I'm not it, because I don't know what to tell you.
But the little time period that you're trapped, that's their moment. They don't. And then they're wonderful. Like my man, old school felt great when he left you. You know why? Because he was able to give his pitch. He was able to throw it out there. Because you got to remember something. He probably run her all the time. He probably run his wife all the time. You know what I'm saying? So he don't get it. He don't get to have his player moment. And it doesn't be about the response from the woman. This is where the confusion comes in at. Most people think, okay, you're doing this to get a response from her. No, I'm not. I was doing this to see my confidence level of releasing this thing into the atmosphere. How did I bring it to the table? You feel me? That's where most men are until we die. We want to feel the relevance of our voice.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what capacity. We want to feel relevant. Let me make up a good little word combo. Relevantly heard. Can I say that?
Okay.
We want to be relevantly heard. You know what I'm saying? We really want you to understand this is how we feel and think.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying?
Whenever I'm back trying to date, trying to see what's out there, that's a requirement.
Okay.
You got to be able to talk to me like you would one of your homeboys. I don't.
You get part of that. Now. You get part of it.
Well, I mean,
you know, because it's the same thing. You wouldn't want your girl to talk to you like she talked to her homegirl. Because there's some stuff I really want y'all to talk about by y'allself.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying it's like this. The can men and women be friends thing.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be able, in certain situations. Now
Okay.
I know, having never been a man,
All right.
I know there are things that I am not equipped nor intelligent nor knowledgeable enough about to know to be able. I can't tell you what it's like to have jock itch because I ain't never had it.
Right.
Another dude might be able to tell you how to handle that. But still, you can say to me, babe, you know, okay, babe, I still need you to be open enough to even be able to say, look, babe, there's something going on.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So, the same way, I don't know why random people like telling me stuff. On the flip side, if I ever get into another relationship or date, I'm gonna need that, you know, where it's easier for me it's easier for you to talk to me than it is for you to call your best friend, your best girlfriend
so you want
from
to be comfortable
college.
with you.
I want to
to release that kind of stuff.
Right, and no.
Without judgment, without different things.
Right,
back.
so
Yeah.
I completely understand
Yeah.
the hearing. I completely understand that. Because me, I'm probably gonna tell you some stuff, you know, that, you know, I just want you to know, look, this is just what it is, and you gotta have that communication.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the randomness of, and I guess now I sort of see why people would do it, because I probably don't know nobody you know or anything, so it really don't matter what I do with it, because you don't know me, I don't know you, so I can understand that safe space. But the people that should be talking are not. The people that should be communicating are not.
Yeah, but they may not be comfortable. You know, that's gonna be a segment we talk about too. Being comfortable in your own skin. That's one of the things we're gonna be talking about coming up too.
Oh, I look
you know what I'm
forward
saying?
to that.
Because folks
to that.
really are not. I mean, because it's whether you're at work, whether you're hanging out, it's a lot of masks being worn, a lot of outfits. You know, it's a lot of Halloween characters all year round, and it really hurts your mental health, man. Like because you're being another person up until you become that other person.
Oh,
You lie so long that it becomes your life. You lie so long to, you know what I'm saying, to fit in a certain area or be a certain this or that it really truly becomes like you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't turn it off now.
Because
every single time you turn around, someone's requiring that character to be on the scene. You see what I'm saying?
I look forward to hearing that conversation. Because for me, this is only for me. Life by itself is too tiring.
Yeah.
So for me, now I'm not saying there aren't different versions of myself.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm walking into a professional environment, they know me by my legal government name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people really have to know me to know my government name.
Right.
So they don't even know Danny.
Right.
At all.
So that's your altar.
But all of them equal the sum of me.
Okay.
But I'm not pretending to be this person and this person and this person. That is too tiring. Even when I go into these multi-billion-dollar companies, and I'm fly to death. I'm wearing dresses and stuff. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like real dresses.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, that's tiring by itself. Seriously. So after that, after being in this buttoned up, corporate environment, literally, I need to get around some hood. You know what I'm saying? And I actually I was down in Fountain Inn, and the barber that I had before you
Mm-hmm.
became my barber, I just stopped in to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just to holler, show my face. I walked in, he was like, I thought you was a health inspector. I said, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I have never seen you dressed like that. I was like, wow. Because it's not something that I have to do regularly. I have to do it to make my money.
Right.
So he was literally like, he was like shocked. He thought I was literally coming to conduct some type of business. So, I was like, boy, I gotta work. And he was like, I ain't know. When he saw me, I'm like, jeans, J's, t-shirt.
Right.
So coming in my professional button-up wear, he was like, you look like a grown woman.
Me.
I'm older than him. Yeah, he was real rude. Real rude.
That's
but
crazy.
I also realized that part of my life is only a piece of who and what I am in that moment. But Danny is still gonna be Danny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how people can carry that. Now, I understand mental health. Because there were times in my mental health journey where I had to say I was okay and I was not okay.
Mm.
So I understand that type of masking. But when, for example, I remember in high school, why everybody from New York? You know what I'm saying?
It was hot in the 90s though. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? If you from up top, you got all the play for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was just,
but then
everybody was just feeling them. You know what I'm saying? Down south. I don't know what it was.
at graduation, I'm seeing
crazy.
your parents, and I was like, your parents ain't from New York. Your parents stay right over there by me. So it's like, so you done sat here and lied this whole time. You done had to carry that character.
I'm telling you.
Why?
After a while, you believe it.
That
You know
is
what I'm
too
saying?
much work.
But see, the thing about it is, it's really not work to people. It's just repetition. That's all it is.
Mm.
It's repetition until they build up. And I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, like I say, I got some stuff on that.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
hear that.
but
now, I'm most definitely now I'm tuning in to every episode cause I just love y'all dudes.
Appreciate
I
that. We
y'all
appreciate the
dudes.
love though. We appreciate the love.
But
You know.
I can't wait for that episode.
Oh, yeah.
I want some insight. I want to hear some things.
Yeah, the repetition, man, is the truth.
Wow.
But yeah, we're gonna deal on that. Once again, shout out to my homebodies, Miss and Brethren, T the Chef, You know.
Miss you, T. Miss you, T.
You know what I'm saying? He'll
Thank
be
you.
back.
This chair don't fit me quite right, so you gotta hurry up and get back. I'm being swallowed up. So, have you ever been swallowed up?
So, the crazy person over here in the chair. Like, thank you, Daddy, for stopping through and
It's all love.
kicking it today.
It's all
and
love.
you know what I mean? Sharing your insight on things and just really being a good sport of life right now. So, we appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
So, y'all, we about to get out of here. And next time, we'll be back. Who knows? You might see it again up here. So, I mean, I'm just saying. We'll mix it up. You never know.
Let the fellas know what subjects
Yeah.
y'all, put some ideas out there.
Yeah.
What do y'all want to hear? What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Of
Don't forget
course.
to list your businesses too.
Oh yeah, please.
Keep listing your businesses and plug them in, because we'll get you out there. Because like I say, being in the barbershop, that's the mecca. So
Right.
hey, send it to us and we'll get it to the people. So you got anything else?
I don't. It was a pleasure being here. Of course, this won't be the last time I see you because I'm coming from a birthday cut next week. Next weekend is my day.
Got to get fresh.
Who got to get the high in the top on the fade.
That's what's up.
But yeah, it was a pleasure, and thank you to In the Know audience, for y'all tolerating all my foolishness, and keep up the support. Oh, congratulations on the milestone, the stones of the miles. Congratulations on the 100.
We appreciate it.
100 plus viewers. I don't even know 100 people. And y'all got them watching y'all. Now, when people start coming up from autographs and stuff, I can't be your security.
Well, I ain't do much in cursive, so we'll probably have a stamper.
There you go. I will have stamps made for y'all. But the celebrity is on the way.
I'm gonna tell you though,
and I knew you back then.
As long as we help people, I'm good. Whatever come with it, come with it. But as long as we're being a help out here and not just helping ourselves, this thing's gonna be great.
Being a help, not a hindrance.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? So because it's really still all about networking, getting each other out there, getting each other a chance at this thing is the main thing.
That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and to see two brothers doing it when the world says that you're the problem. Mm-hmm. That's what touches my heart. You know what I'm saying?
We appreciate it.
That's the love is real. The love is real.
Yeah. So hey, we love y'all. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all continue to pray for the families of those that are losing. You know what I'm saying? Family members out here in this world through the madness. Y'all continue to lift each other up, man, and watch each other's back. Get better about each other. Okay? That's the main thing. Get better about each other. Love y'all. Peace.
Deuces.